Welcome. This is episode 4, and here we are. This is the base, as you can see. There's definitely stuff behind me right now. I'm definitely looking at a fully done interior. You just have to believe me. You just got to. But enough messing around. Let's put our armor back on and skip down here. As you can see, a ton of stuff has changed, aka the barrels are gone, and we have assorted chest stuff with a lot of building materials. As you can, if you watched my resource gathering stream like a couple days ago, I was live going far and wide, that direction mainly, to try and get as much resources as possible for this build, right? Because I need to add some stuff on the ground, some trees and here and there. Definitely also need some wood for the interior because yeah, it's looking a bit dire in here. But you know what I mean. We needed those materials, and there's no way your boy was gonna do mining montages for episode 4, so I just went out and got the materials that I might need in the long term. Like, for example, easily, like stone buttons, bro. Just add some stone buttons around this lower level part, and it's like night and day. Truly, like, look at this. Already making the base look so much better. It's unbelievable. And right there, the base is leveled up like 10 levels. As easy as that. Like, really. It's obviously close stuff right there, so you're not really going to be able to notice it, but having it there just made it look a lot better. So in today's episode, we're mainly going to be adding more palm trees. Probably like one palm tree in this corner, and then one palm tree in this corner right here. And then add some stuff on the ground, maybe like some birch and stuff to mesh the ground in a little bit more, to get more darker tones, to mesh more with the harsh gray right here. And then add some, and if you were in the stream, you would know how hard it was to find this stuff, right? This short grass, it took me 3.5 hours to find a desert just for some foliage that was dying. Like, are we serious? And I would be using these firefly bushes around the trees. Same thing with like this leaf litter and whatnot. And speaking of the trees, I have something set up for the trees to make them look way better, because right now, like, yeah, this palm tree looks okay, but I want to make like the tree part look a little bit better. So let me switch you guys over quickly to my creative world, where I've been messing around with some stuff that I want to add. So yeah, let's go over there real quick. Alright, here we are. This is my creative world. It's a flat desert, so everything I build here, I make it so it looks like it'll blend with the desert. And as you can see to my left, there is a kind of like a wagon storage area with like a camel. It's something I'm working on. This is Lightmatica. I honestly don't know how to use it, so I'm probably just gonna end up building this from memory. I'm gonna be real. I was messing around with it, and bro, it makes no sense. But we're not here for this. Ooh, let me fix that. That's for another time. But this is the palm trees that I'm looking about. I wanted to find a way to mesh it well into the sand with these firefly bushes, the dead grass, some rooted dirt, coarse dirt, path blocks, just to get the tree to feel like it makes sense that it'd be in the ground. But look at the shelves blocks with these like signs in them, and I feel like this would, like, because you know how palm tree, like, wood, like, have you seen a palm tree before? It's like there's a ton of, like, it goes in and out, kind of weird looking, like it's a rough looking thing. So that's what I wanted to do here with like the fence with the shelves, and I added this to be connector so it doesn't look like it's just standing off onto nothing. I want to put something to hold it together there. And so it's basically to make the tree wood look like it has some depth. Obviously it looks like a lot. This is my first time building like a real tree, so it's not gonna look the best. It's not gonna be like B-dub's level of good, but this is what we're kind of looking forward to help make the palm tree that I have at my current base right now look way better. And then for the other two that I'm gonna be adding as well to the base, and then I'm gonna be changing a lot of the ground. So the cactuses that are like 2 centimeters away from the tree, I'm gonna get rid of them, and then do some of this stuff on the ground. And then this, because that's all that stuff is just for palm trees. This is maybe something I want to build like next to the base. Like, I know I'm supposed to do the interior of the base, but like, bro, this looks sick. I was just building it just for fun, and it actually looks pretty nice. There's a little sign here if I wanted to put like text. I use for a camel. If I wanted to bring a camel to my base, I have it like tied up underneath it to look like it's carrying the storage thing, and I think it looks pretty sweet, if I were to say so myself. So we might build this as well in today's episode, but who really knows? These are some things that we might be building. Well, we are building that. We might build this, but enough of that. Let's get back to the survival world, because we're not here to play creative. Okay, so oh yeah, we got that dog last episode. Honestly, it's kind of annoying, I'll be real. But let me just show you what the chests look like. We got leaf litter, firefly bushes, whole bunch of stuff. I also went around and picked up some trees, so I don't have to go around adventuring 50 million miles to get me some birch or some dark oak or some spruce. I also got a pale oak sapling, some mangrove from that mangrove biome all the way that way near my base. Those guys are still here. That's kind of some useless stuff. This is some wood stuff, clay. I forgot what I was going to use the clay for, I'll be honest with you. This is all wood, cherry wood, mangrove wood, spruce, all this stuff. This is merely for the interior. This is for the outside stuff. And this is my resources, 32 diamonds. Oh yeah, I got 32 diamonds during that resource stream. You know, I get my money up, but I think we should start working on the outskirts of my build so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, and so I'm not all talk. So I think I'm gonna start getting ready to work on that, and then after that we'll take a little breather so I can figure out what I'm supposed to do with this outside part, because I want to build something cool there. I want to build something pretty sweet right there. So with that being said, let me quickly go into a little montage, because I low-key have fun making these montages. So yeah, let's start working on the outskirts of my little base. And just like that, this is what I was talking about. I mean, dude, tell me this does not look 10,000 times better, right? It feels like it's actually blended into the build through all this dirt and stuff. Got small grass, tall grass. These will also really good at night with the illumination from the fireflies, and with the leaf litter around because it's like falling from the palm tree or whatever. And honestly, these cactus flowers make cactuses just so much better. And then buttons, pressure plates, some stripped birch just to blend in. One more step blending in from the sandstone into the sand. I mean, dude. I've low-key outdone myself here. Like, this is what I'm talking about when I say palm trees. Like, imagine this right here in this corner right here, and then in that corner right there. And then obviously I'm gonna do some more blending with probably like path blocks and stripped birch around the base in its entirety, and with more of this stuff and this. And I mean, obviously I have to bone meal some tall grass and short grass so I can get more of it, because I don't have that much. I only have, you know, a small amount. So, and I will be using a lot of that stuff. I'll be using a ton of dead bushes, a ton of dried grass in general, a ton of these for sure. I'll be using a lot. Whack, Loki missed a spot. Loki, what if I put this there? Ooh. Now I'm thinking, bro. There's a little bit more diversity in the things that are on the ground. I mean, I feel like this is the step in the right direction, because it really feels like I'm bringing this build to life. If you get what I'm feeling, get what I'm saying, maybe, I don't know. But I think after that little demonstration of what I'm talking about on what I want these palm trees to look like and the outside of the base to look like, before I start the interior and the whatever I'm gonna do in this little plot right here. I'm still thinking about it, but ooh, I'm in the cactus. I will figure that out very, very soon. I say that, I'll probably think about it during me working on that stuff. But real quick, I'm gonna go bone meal some of these because I don't have enough of them. So let me just get mad bone meal. Does it work like this? Boom. It does. Okay, that's good. And I can just shear it. If I bone meal this, it becomes a big one. Okay, that's good to know. Well, I could just go around doing this. Hey, look at this. I do want some small ones, so don't want to go too crazy. Alright, I think we got a good amount. Got a stack of short dry grass and tall. And I'm leaving some in here, so if I do end up using all of these on accident, I still have enough to bone meal later. Well, I say bone meal, I don't have any more bone meal. But if I did, I would use it to get more. So I'm gonna start getting work done on the sides of the base, because that's what I said I'm gonna do. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Also, see this like sandstorm? This is what it looks like when it rains with the new texture packer mod that I got. Looks pretty sick, right? No? Looks pretty cool. Makes the desert feel like more of a desert instead of just a gray sky. But this is what I'm talking about. I might have to actually fix this little corner right here. I completely just forgot that. But this is what I mean on the side. Like, look how much more alive it looks and more connected it does to the ground, or of the ground of the desert. Also, like the light particles coming off these firefly bushes are actually elite. But you can see pressure place the buttons, small grass, tall, dead bushes, path blocks, some coarse dirt, up close to the bushes. And I mean, I'm telling you, dude, this is the way. This is the way for the outside of my base for sure. So I'm gonna do this around the whole thing, right? No time lapse though, because I'm gonna save that for the palm trees, because we're gonna be building one palm tree here and one palm tree there. So let me quickly just do this on the other parts of my base, which would be basically this spot right here. And that's about it. Like a little bit right there. And then not really there. And then right around here. I need to put some sand around here. Might do a little bit of terraforming to get more leeway, because man, it's super close. So yeah, I'm probably gonna add more sand around this spot of the build. And then palm tree. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do here and then there during that. And then I won't lie, I would think it's time to try and think about the interior. Maybe at least get an outline, if you know what I mean. Because ain't much going up in there, I'll be real. So let me quickly go back to that. Do this on the outsides, add some more sand to give my base a little bit more of a front instead of just being covered by sugarcane. So let me get that going. Also, I can't go to sleep. Right, that makes sense. Alright. Be like 2 seconds. Alright, I filled up this spot, and low key, I think I just unlocked myself another palm tree spot. Like right here, which is kind of funny. So I might make another palm tree in this spot right here. Obviously, bro, like, look at the sugarcane, it's all bugged out. But yeah, let me take all this down and collect all of it. Yo, that guy is such a lot. And we're probably gonna have another palm tree right here. Pretty nice. I'll probably also make like a bridge connecting to go that way, because this build has like no way to go anywhere else. There's no path that way. So that's for later time though. Let me just replant all this sugarcane though. Okay, that's good. Bro, look how beautiful it looks at night. Like I'm trying to build, and I really want to make it morning time, but also at night time you get to see how alive this looks, man. I'm not done yet. I still have to do a little bit more around here, but if only monsters didn't spawn literally inches away from me, because I have not lit up the desert whatsoever. Nighttime would be so cool and not so incredibly dangerous, because dude, raw. Beautiful. Absolutely majestic, really. Alright, so I finished placing in all of the foliage like stuff or whatever on the sides that won't have a tree. And I used these as placeholders. This is where one tree will go. This is where one tree will go. One tree's already here, obviously. And then the other tree will go right here. I was gonna do some stuff like what I did here in this little corner, but this corner might actually be part of the overhang of the little like plot of land I'm gonna put like right here. So I'm not gonna do much anything there. So this is what we're looking at currently. I mean, come on now, tell me this base does not look absolutely phenomenal. And then including, we're about to add in 3 more palm trees that are also gonna look super detailed like this. Holy man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be absolutely nuts. So I think we're about to get started on that in a second. So yeah, let's get making more of these palm trees right here, because let me switch to there, because we're trying to make low-key, this is trying to make my best starter base to date, even though it's already the best because it looks absolutely amazing, but we're making it even better. So let's move on to a quick time lapse. Me building these palm trees, and then I don't know. Let's go from there. I guess I got no clue. All I know is I'm gonna build something elite, and that's all that matters. So let's get straight to it. And just like that, literally just like that, I would say we are done. Yo, who is out there honking their horn, bro? Are you for real? I'm come back from a time lapse and there's just immediately a horn honking. Nah, for sure. That makes sense. But dude, we're done. The time lapse might have been a little bit messed up here and there, but overall, I think the time lapse should have captured everything. But dude, look at this. Now you can't tell me this doesn't look absolutely phenomenal, right? Each palm tree looks amazing. Foliage all around it. Obviously, this is like foliage squared. Like there's so much, right? So it might look like a little bit too heavy, but I mean, come on. I just want to at least make it look good. Obviously, I should have probably went thinner with the amount of foliage I have going on the outside, but I mean, dude, it's just fun placing this stuff. It just looks so cool, and at night, it's also gonna look even cooler, and so that's amazing. Also, dude, whoever's honking needs to shut up. Like, holy, bro. But my inventory is an absolute mess. The base is looking fantastic. All that's left really is to do the inside. To do the inside and to do the one thing I was talking about out here. And then that's that. That would be the base. Obviously, I have no idea how long the episode is right now because I have not edited yet. So we'll see. If we get the whole base done, we might get the whole base done low key. But I did want to bring my attention real quick to over here to this one dead bush because, hey, I didn't like see this free cam mod. I was testing it out and I on accident went underground. On accident, bro. Trust me. But there's a trial chamber right below. And so we might go down there. I don't think we'll go down there that episode or this episode, but next episode I think we're gonna go take on that trial chamber. And honestly, I have an idea on what I want to do because I lined it up. This block right here brings me down to the middle of one of the trial chamber rooms, and so I was thinking I make a sinkhole right here, and it drops you down straight into the trial chamber. I feel like that would be sick, but that's another build for another time. I'll be honest. Right now we're kinda busy. So I finished the outside of the base. It's looking pretty sweet. I think I'm take a little break and edit the footage I have right now, just to see how much more I could do in today's episode without it being like a billion minutes long. So let's I'll be back in a second. Well, I say second, it's gonna take me, who knows how long it's gonna take me to edit, but dude, look at my background right now. It looks so amazing. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, just got back from editing, and we got a little bit of leeway. We got a tiny bit of leeway, so mainly it's gonna be oak and campfires, just like how the ceilings are in here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about this overhang here. And so I was maybe thinking, right, it kind of like goes up a little bit, right? It's a diagonal instead of just a flat way across. It's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. So like, let's see, like say I have wood here, that's trapped, that's whatever that stuff is. Maybe another here, and then maybe just go just straight across like this, low key. Let me move these out and see what we're looking like here. I mean, I feel like this is too far out, you know. I'll be honest. Because then there'd be campfires there. I feel like I would need one more going this way, but I just can't. That would have to be campfires. Is this going out too much? Nah. I think I need to just move this out. Or no. Break those two, right? These, let me show you. Instead of me trying to say it. Do this, right? And then have the campfires go out one. I think that's the play. Yeah. Let me try that out real quick. There's gonna be a ton of smoke because I am not gonna end up doing this right. I'm actually trolling. Okay. Actually, I am going to waterlog these because I'm just not gonna be able to see whatsoever. Like, actually, I'm gonna go blind. It's nighttime, but what are we thinking? What's this looking like? Yikes. Maybe I move. Yeesh, hold on. What are we thinking here? Maybe move this log down. Yeah, let's try that. Wait, let's make it morning time first. I'm not trying to get jumped out here. Is that how far I went before? I got no idea. Let me move that one back a couple blocks. I say a couple blocks, maybe like 1 block, let's be real. Okay. Okay, we're cooking, maybe? Are we cooking or are we like trolling? I feel like this might have to be moved back moved back or moved forward by 1. What does this look like now? Okay. This is looking like what I want it to look like. So now what we have to start thinking about is if we want to keep it wood like that or make it stripped like this. That's a big choice, really. It really is. I mean, from all angles, man. It would blend too much into the wall if it was stripped, so I might end up leaving it like this. Yeah. That might happen. So let's leave it like this. Give me my wood back. Wood ain't cheap these days, I'll tell you that for sure. Okay. Now we got that. So now we have to get... Bro, look how many campfires I used to use, so many. I feel like I should drop this down again. This middle one, but I don't want to drop it down. You know? I feel like that'd just be awful. Because, like, I hate how this is like that. But I just can't drop it down. I don't got the heart to do it. So maybe instead, stay with me now. Stay with me now. Where's the wood? Am I blind? No, I'm not. We take spruce. The spruce. Make a ton of, not those, ton of these. You feel me? Now wait on, now hold on. And we do this. Right? Mainly just for these two. I'll be honest. That kind of helps it. Like a lot, actually. But then what about this one? You feel me? Like how this one feels like out of the loop. Not really, actually. I think I just fixed it. Alright, we're good. Ish. We're good-ish to go-ish. Is there like a blend the edges with maybe like a darker wood? Like this? And then maybe, hold on. Stay with me. Yeah, we could do that transition right there. See, I'm actually a genius, and you guys just don't know that. Okay. I think that turned out pretty good. Let me get down. Now if we look at it from here, yeah, it's definitely more blended in. It's not like a harsh oak that goes straight into it. It blends in more this way. So yeah, definitely the move for sure. Nice. Now I want to put like a fence gate around here. So I need to get some fences, which I've not built in a good minute. All I gotta do is just attach this up here. Something light. Something no problemo. Boom. Add some of that. Maybe some hanging stuff. Like that. Could be cool. And then probably gonna put some hay back here. You know, if I had any, because I don't have any. But let's see. What does this look like? Yeah, brother, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like this also is a little bit too pushed out. Do I push this back? Because I do want this to line up, but I also don't want a small fence. Because look, I might push this out a little bit like this, right? Just so I can get a little bit more out this way, right? Yes. Well, since I technically already broke this, what's stopping me from doing this? What's stopping me? Nothing. Yeah, there we go. Now it's a bit better. Definitely want to fix that ground though. Don't want to leave it dirt. How do I fix that? Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out one day, someday. That day ain't today, I'll tell you that for sure. I guess, let me make this like a fence like this. This type of fence. Where it's got... Okay, that's just not what I wanted to do. Yeah. Okay. Now we're talking. See, this is what I was talking about. This was the vision of this back patio out here. Well, it's not a patio, but it's for like an animal or something. And I guess I can low-key lower the level out here a little bit. It's just cool out here. I can just put any animal I want back here. It's probably gonna be like a dog or something. Let's be honest. Do you think they can get out of here through here? Nah, right? Surely not. Ruda. I'm telling you, man. Your boy's a genius. Absolute genie. I'm gonna try something real quick. It's probably not going to work, honestly, but it's worth a shot. I just want to try it. Let me just see what this might look like. Let me do like a light color here. Light color here. Wait a second. Brother, I'm actually like, I'm actually, you know, they gotta check my IQ levels. Okay, that looks really nice. Genuinely. Yeah, this looks phenomenal. And I can always have, I can put any type of pet I want back here if I wanted. And just be chilling. Just straight chilling. And I think with that, this back patio spot is honestly done. That would mean the whole outside of my base is finished. Look at this. All the way around. It's all a one coherent machine. That would leave the only thing left is the inside. And that will be left for, honestly, next episode, I think. leave the inside for next episode, and then we'll probably do that trial chamber. But yeah, like, look at this. Absolutely stunning. Let me quickly empty out my inventory real quick though. It is mad full. Alright, with that said, didn't do the inside the base today. Did not do that, unfortunately. But what we did do was, I think, something more substantial. The whole outside, we added more trees, we added foliage, blended in all this in the background. We added a little backyard. That this item, you know, will stay here probably for eternity. And then the rest of the foliage. And I truly think today's episode we did some massive progress. And I'm proud of it. I think that we did, or I did, who is we? I think I did an absolutely phenomenal job. And I hope you guys enjoyed the ton of montages in this episode and the way the build is right now. If you do enjoy the way the build looks at this current moment, drop a like, rate it down below. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap the episode up here. Next episode, trial chamber inside the base, and then who knows what will happen past that. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you want to see me live, you can join. If you want to see me do live streams, you can join the Discord in the description below. I always update that Discord the second I'm about to go live, but I'm just letting you know that's nothing important, really. So yeah, that's been it for episode 4. And I think I'll see you guys episode 5 whenever that episode comes out. Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't record this episode until B-Dubs uploaded his first episode of Hermitcraft Season 11, and that took like a week. So, hey, maybe episode 5 comes out when B-Dubs uploads episode 2. Just kidding. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all next time in the next episode of the survival series. So, I'm gonna be out of here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah. So, bye. Peace, and ciao.